Hello, my dear women and also men. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tatyana Kozhevnikova. I created and patented a unique method called intimate gymnastics. I am also a master coach in group and individual programs in fitness aerobics and a remedial gymnastics trainer. There was an extraordinary event in my life when I lifted 14 kilograms with my intimate muscles, and that fact was recorded in the Guinness Book of Records. So I may call myself to be the only woman in the world who has done such thing. Today I would like to present my technique and my program. And I would like to discuss this in more detail, because this question is a question that many women are concerned about. So firstly, I would like to tell you what intimate gymnastics is. Intimate gymnastics is a woman's health. It is absence of gynecoropathy. It's women's beautiful forms, shapes, and also it affects women's sexual life. But firstly, the most important thing is our health. Intimate gymnastics suggests training of the intimate muscles of a woman. When we say intimate muscles, everybody first thinks of only the sexual level, but in fact it is much deeper than that. To begin with, when a woman, when she's young, she gets married and then she has babies, children. But if a woman wants to have an easy delivery, then a woman must have strong joints and elastic muscles. That's why such woman who engages in intimate gymnastics and just has some training for some period of time, she has easy delivery and she has a very short recovery period. But in most of the cases, usually women experience such problems after giving birth to a child, as for example, prolapse of the uterus. Some women have difficult labor, some have some health problems. That's why such problem as prolapse of the uterus and also visceral ptosis, they occur very often. But just to explain you what the reasons are, I would like first to dwell on the thing that our uterus is a big, powerful muscle, which is supported by joints. So if a woman has weak joints, the uterus slowly descends. That is why we need to strengthen the joints, and we can do this by means of training, by means of physical training. But usually women do not know about such opportunity, and in many cases women decide to make an operation to cut the joints. But after some time, the same problem just appears again. So it means that no operation or any medical assistance can help you to strengthen the joints. Do you agree with me? Because the stronger our joints are, the more comfortable our uterus is, and it is in its proper position. The same problem concerns the vagina walls. It is all interconnected. The vagina walls also, as well as the muscles, with the course of time, they become weakened. And I think everybody already understands what can help. Trainings, exercises. Because exercises can put any muscle into tone. Sometimes women come to me and ask about adhesive processes. Why do women have adhesive processes and ovary cysts? The reason is poor blood circulation in the small pelvis. The better blood circulation in the small pelvis is, the easier it is to solve these problems. Now I would like to speak about the thing which both men and women are concerned about. We often do not want to discuss it. And this thing is called hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids appears after women have children and also due to hard work or lack of movement. Also, it happens because of insufficient elasticity of the capsule. Because when the capsule is elastic enough, as well as our vessels, there is no such thing as hemorrhoids. But how does it work? Blood goes to the brain and the arterial pressure is normal, which is particularly important. And the thing is that the more elastic our vessels are, the faster this problem can be solved. The problem with hemorrhoids and with arterial pressure. I remember reading somewhere in a newspaper or magazine once that if you have a headache, relax your anus. You may laugh and ask why, because the anus is full of vessels and nerve terminals. So I repeat, the more elastic and open it is, the better blood circulation is. It goes to the head feels clear and comfortable. And this is very important both for men and for women. One more problem is called urinary incontinence. Why such thing happens? It is because of urogenital diaphragm, which also weakens. It happens because of the aging, cold-related diseases, and maybe some other facts. How can we solve this problem? We need to strengthen urogenital diaphragm. But how can we do it? Actually, anytime you can go to doctors, you can consult urologists who can prescribe some medicine. This is just a very ordinary situation. But you can help yourself by doing some exercises, because this is a muscle which needs loading, which needs training. And just urinary incontinence, this is, I think, a universal problem. Many women after 30 can have such problems. And the same, even after 40 and 50, more women have such problems. And it is all connected with kidneys. But when we are doing intimate gymnastics, the exercises, they help strengthen the urogenital diaphragm, and just the problem disappears. When our kidneys in a good shape, in a good form, everything works well. Also, I've just a thought occurred to me that we all grow older, and sooner or later women have climacteric period. And at this period of a woman's life, she feels sometimes bad, not only physically but also psychologically. And in order to feel well and to prolong our youth, to stay young longer, we need to have very good blood circulation and very good endocrine profile, which works well, and it helps our ovaries work well. Because why am I speaking about ovaries? Ovaries, they provide the mechanism to keep us young. When the ovaries are in good form, we just are young, beautiful, and healthy. But when the ovaries with the course of time, ovaries, they get smaller. When they get smaller, a woman just starts aging. And a woman starts aging not only physiologically, but also energetically. So that is why I can repeat once again that trainings, they better our blood circulation, which helps all organs and especially our intimate muscles stay healthy, young, and keep us beautiful and in perfect shape. Tatyana, tell me please, how can your gymnastics help when, for example, women have a retroversion of uterus? Oh yes, this is a very good question, thank you. The retroversion of uterus and the different uterus positions can occur, and gymnastics in this case help very much. But sometimes doctors say that this problem cannot be solved. But in my practice, I knew that this problem was solved, and there were such cases. Anyway, when you do intimate gymnastics, it cannot become worse than it was. It will only become better. I would like to explain to you the fact that intimate muscles are very unique. Because if, for example, our body, in order to make it more beautiful and better shaped, we need to train for a long time. To train our hips, our buttocks, our press. But as for the intimate muscles, you can only train, for example, 2 or 3 times a week for 10-15 minutes, and it's enough to keep them in good tone and to keep the blood circulation to keep a good blood circulation, and your muscles and your joints will be in a good shape. But these muscles need constant training, because once you give up, they very soon again weaken. That's why I would suggest that you should train your intimate muscles at least several minutes, several times a week, well, actually, for all your life. And I'm often asked about fibromyoma and uterine fibroid. So now I would like to dwell on these diseases. Actually, doctors do not recommend to do some training for patients who have such diseases because the blood circulation becomes better and the myoma just progresses. And actually, I am of the same opinion. I would not advise. I would not, advise a woman who has such disease to do gymnastics. I would suggest that she just takes some time and does some medical. Uses some medical assistance, and only after that you can do my gymnastics, or you can do fitness or yoga, whatever you like. But when you are in a more or less better position, or more or less when you feel better, you can do some some light exercises, which I also offer in my gymnastics. Now, as for intimate muscles, they are very connected with our buttocks anatomically. And this is very good because when you train intimate muscles, you train your buttocks and you just help them get a very perfect, a beautiful shape. Because our buttocks are, as I have said, connected with the perineum muscles, and when you train the perineum, intimate muscles, as well as our buttocks, they are tightened up and they are strengthened up and they just become very compact and tight and beautiful. The same concerns our hips, both external and internal parts of our hips. The lower press is also connected with intimate muscles. So you see how many muscles and how many organs are interconnected in one area, and these program, which is directed at women, can help every woman to develop herself through the intimate sphere and stay healthy and beautiful. You can have beautiful body shapes without great physical exercises, which is very convenient for women. Tatyana, can I ask you a question concerning the ovarian functions? Because some women, for example, say have at some period of their time, ovarian hysterectomy. And what happens in this case? Does it make sense to do the training? I wonder. Oh, yes, this is also a very good question. Thank you. Yes, I know that such things unfortunately happen sometimes, but woman is still alive. Her body is functioning. That is why I think it would be better to train, at least to train the vaginal walls, the perineal muscles, to prolong her female beauty and youth, and to keep her muscles in tone, both external and internal. The same concerns inflammatory processes, when women have inflammatory processes in their intimate sphere. Because when you do the training and your blood circulation is quite adequate, your muscle tone is you have a good muscle tone, you will not have any problems connected with inflammatory processes or with your breast. Now, as for sexual life, actually this problem concerns both men and women. And I would like to say that very often women do not share their problems and do not say that they cannot say that they have some problems in this sphere. But actually many women do have some intimate problems. And my gymnastics helps them to recover their health, to keep it for a long time, for all their life, and to be happy in intimacy, to be happy with in their intimate life. But what happens when a woman has a well-trained intimate muscles? Her vagina walls become very tight, elastic, and thick. Her uterus is actually a great muscle, and when it is trained, it is like on fire. It is very warm and hot. So when a man enters a woman when they're having a sexual intercourse, a man feels that there it is very warm and comfortable, and a man wants to visit this place, if we can say so, again and again. And when I also train women to spread somehow when being with a man, because in this case, when spreading, a woman gives maximum satisfaction both to herself and to her man. Well, now I would like to say that in our country, women are not so engaged in the sphere of developing their sexuality, sensuality, as, for example, it happens in Japan, or it happened in the past in Japan. But I hope that this process will develop, and women will pay more attention to their intimate life and to their health in the future, and I think this situation is changing already nowadays. Because what I would like to say is women need a milder, a softer gymnastics, not like bodybuilding. When you go to a gym and you just use all this equipment to make your body beautiful and well-shaped. I myself have spent 15 years doing just training in a gym, and I can prove just that for women it's not the best alternative. Men, of course, train their body using iron, as to say, and using going to the gym, but women need milder, softer loading. And it is my gymnastics that is quite mild and soft, and it helps your body to tighten and strengthen your body. And also my program looks at the aspect of health, improvement of female health. Because what happens when a woman comes to some fitness gym, and does anybody ask her whether she has some gynecoropathy, some prolapse, some diseases? Well, I think nobody does it. In my case, when a woman comes to me, I always ask whether she has some problems, some diseases, and what I try to find out how I can help her. And we do it together. I explain different functions of a female body to make it clearer. Tatyana, will you please dwell on, in this case, on the function of functions of the women's body. And also such a question, if a young girl, a young woman has never had a sexual intercourse, can she also do these gymnastics? Well, thank you. This is a great question. As for the functions of the female body functions, I have already explained many things before. But the second part of your question concerning very young women, I think there is a solution to this, not problem, but to this situation, because when we do our gymnastics, we insert a wooden egg, which is our equipment somehow, into the vagina. And when a girl is very young and she's a virgin, I just give her a smaller ball and she can do the same exercises as the rest of the women. Okay, and one more problem which concerns everybody, I think, is a problem of extra weight. Many women are very concerned about getting weight and overweight, and they are eager, they are longing to adjust their weight and to become slimmer. But first of all, a woman must learn the reasons why she gains weight. It happens because of her endocrine profile. Because very often women do not eat much, but still they continue to gain weight. It happens because of endocrine profile disorders, usually after a woman has a baby. Well, this is what statistics says. But how can we recover our endocrine profile? How can we make our blood circulation better? Of course, somebody can say that you can do simple fitness, you can dance, you can go to a gym, but I would like to say that the results will be better if you do intimate gymnastics and combine it with fitness, dances, and just power lifting, for example. Because when we do our intimate gymnastics trainings and exercises, we focus on the muscles. We work with the muscles on a deep level. I teach women how to control their muscles. Not simply to lift weight or just to jump or something. Because when you control your body, you feel every beat of every muscle. And you can do whatever with your muscles. You are professionals. You can move them, you can contract them, you can relax them. And this is how you build your perfect body. This is how your body becomes slim, well-shaped, and you are satisfied with the results. And when you look into the mirror, you see a very beautiful and just perfect woman. Well, Tatyana, can I ask you a question concerning female orgasm? I wonder why many women don't feel orgasms. Well, thank you for the question. Many women do not want to discuss this problem actually and speak openly about it, and they blame their partners for it. But actually it is not the man who is to blame. This is our internal world, our thoughts, our feelings, which prevent us from feeling orgasm. This topic is widely discussed by many professionals, masters, and they say that the more a woman learns her body, tries to learn it, the more a woman masturbates, the better orgasms she can experience. And it is only the woman who must learn her body, not her partner who should somehow make her do it. But at the same time, a woman must discuss everything she feels with her partner, and she must tell him what she feels and how she feels better. And only in this case, her partner can satisfy her and please her. This is one thing, but the other thing is that women often do not experience orgasms because their muscle tonus is very weak. For example, say her vagina walls are just loose, her joints are loose and they do not work properly, they are weak. And when a man enters a woman during a sexual intercourse, she does not control her intimate muscles, she doesn't feel her intimate muscles. And the man feels that there is no power there, that the walls are not compact and that they are not tight. But when a woman trains her body, trains her intimate muscles, they become sensitive. Every bit of her muscle, every bit of her wall, vagina wall, she becomes to feel the perineal muscles. And when a man moves there, moves in her vagina, some certain vibration happens. And this vibration leads to some pleasant feeling and eventually orgasm. So, and it means that a woman is satisfied, a woman is pleased, and the same occurs with a man. A man feels satisfied and happy. And my gymnastics, intimate gymnastics, helps women to have such, to feel such feelings more and more often. Well, and also one more question that I would like to dwell upon is the uterine cervix, because this is the entrance to the uterine. And the thing is that the more elastic the uterine cervix is, the more elastic the uterine itself becomes. Because when women are having labor, delivery, they are preparing to become a mother, and in the course of labor, they are pushing the child out, they are trying to push the child out, and when the uterine cervix is quite elastic, everything happens swiftly, slow, just mildly, and without any complications. And the woman gives birth without tearing. And what is more important, the process of recovery is very fast, and everything becomes just fine. So, my gymnastics, in my gymnastics, there are not only exercises to train your muscles, to strengthen them, but also to learn you how to relax, because this is very, very important. This is vital to learn to relax. As our life is full of stresses every day, instead of relaxing, we contract. That is why when you are relaxed, when you are trained to relax very fast, very quick, your body relaxes and your body feels happy and you feel happy as a result. I am often asked about the question of cellulite. This is a very actual question, and I think every woman who now is listening to me, or just simply every woman, sometime can experience such problem. We can make a simple. We can do simple test. You can simply stand up and make a slight movement, slightly contracting the perineum and tightening your buttocks, and you will see how your internal hip muscles start working. Because when your internal hip muscles start to work, the problem of cellulite disappears. And of course, I cannot guarantee that only my gymnastics will help you to eliminate this problem. You will also have to add massage, and you should adjust your diet. but when you do these gymnastics, the process simply speeds up. But very often women say that gymnastics is fine, but today I am tired, I want to sleep, or I have many things to do. The thing is that a woman doesn't have enough energy to do everything she needs to do. She has many commitments. She has a home to look after. She has to prepare a dinner. She has to look after her children, and she just has to communicate with her partner, with her husband. But when a woman lacks energy, she just simply cannot do it altogether, and she does not want it. But with the help of gymnastics, you can surge your energetic level, you can surge your energy, and you will just, your eyes will shine, and you will be like a burning torch. And in this case, you will fill your man with the energy, because men, they receive energy from women. Because a woman, she is just like a flowing river, and a man is like a fire. When they vibrate on the same wave, when they feel each other, a man feels female energy, he feels softness of female muscles, and he's filled with this deep vibration, and he's filled with deep love. That's why, dear women and dear men, you should work together, and women, you should collaborate, and women must understand that uterus is a great, it's a big energetic center, and this organ is given to you to provide you with energy and to provide your partner with energy, because with the help of this organ you fill your partner with sexual energy, but sexual energy is at the same time a creative energy. So I can only tell you that you should train it, you shouldn't forget about it, and in this case you will have enough forces and you will be full of energy to do everything you want and you need.